I'm back. Alright, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Alright, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Alright, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Okay, all looks good.
I guess, or something like that. So,
What's his name?
David Cook, I believe. Cook. Yes.
That's a good one.
Well, you want to know about the mayor thing, huh?
I want to know about Menino and specifically the pies. I'm curious about that whole aspect of the
Are you
story.
serious? Retribution, that was. That was the retribution phase of that prank. You know how every April Fool's the jocks get on the air and start trying to pull gags on their listeners? I don't know
Right.
any listeners that actually fall for this anymore. They're the dumbest things, like, look, we changed
Bestowed a gift upon you, a chance to redeem your crimes, a new life. Do not squander it.
They were right to fear me. If only they had listened to their cowardice. Had they not taken my home with fire, I would not have taken their children. Now I'm banished to Rayclast. I've heard the dark rumors, seen the terror in the other exiles' eyes. But to me, one land is like any other. The elements are my allies.
Yeah, this is always
the
the
dead are my
hardest part of
servants.
choosing a character.
And fear will be my closest friend.
What's a good name? Twitch. Yeah, Twitch. Oh my god, really? Haha. Oh, come on, really? Really? There's someone on the server called Isopropyl? Oh, fuck. Ugh. Come on, who's taking all the names? Okay, I should call this one BX5. Oh no, okay. lock. I'll misspell it. That's always a good trick. Oh, there we go. Good old quick lock. Oh shit, sorry. My bad. Alrighty.
Bastards dumped near 24 of us off that ship. You and me were all that survived the swim. Never was much difference between exile and the death sentence. Once I catch my breath here, we'll take a look around, see what Raycraft has on offer. I thought I saw smoke at those ruins up the beach. It could be worth checking if there's...
Uh-oh.
The dead will soon rise for me, not against me.
Oh, let's look at the new skill trees. I should really plan this out. Last time I did a build blindly. It kind of didn't work out for all the old ESO, but yeah. I'm gonna play a Summoner Witch. Apparently that's quite good. So... Sorry, I have the sniffles. Oh wait, is there a wand? Do I have a wand? Oh god, I have nothing. I have nothing. Oh, there we go. Bloody hell. Fuck you, Trust Torment. Thralls. You suck. Damn you for being the first in everything and such. Yeah. There we go. Eat fire! Wow, out of mana already. God damn it.
For healthy and growing babies like me and me and me, breast milk is best. When I'm ready to move on, Kid Toddler has developed a nutritious milk drink containing patented prebiotics, iron, and vitamin D for digestion, brain, and growth. Kid Toddler from Nutrition. Over 100 years of caring for little Kiwis. A nutritious milk drink containing patented prebiotics, iron, and vitamin D for digestion, brain, and growth. Kid Toddler from Nutrition. Over 100 years of caring for little Kiwis. A nutritious milk drink containing patented prebiotics, iron, and vitamin D for digestion, brain, and growth. A
I need to find a better way to monitor my stream. Yeah, well. Hey. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm pretty much I'm not gonna get any fucking first. But don't you hate that anyway? No, I wanna be number one. Ugh, this is so slow. God damn it. I hate this.
Thought I'd be a dead woman by now.
I saw what you did to Hillock out there, witch. Your black art is the reason you're here in exile. It may also be the only thing that allows you to see another dawn. I'm Nessa, and I suppose I should thank you for ridding us of that putrid giant. Back in Oriath, I judged your kind without hesitation. In Rayclast, I don't have that luxury. Lionel's watch isn't much, but it's ours. We could use you here, while you live. But should you wish to venture out, do just one thing for me. Out on the coast, amongst the wrecks, there must be a ship's medicine chest. I have many to care for, and there's only so much I can do with herbs and seawater.
A wayfish, waterlogged witch, washed up in Rayclast. That's the first line of the poem I'm writing about you, Exile.
Oh, that's...
There's an island, a hop, skip and a wade offshore of the terraces. That's where my merry go ran aground. Watched the locals spit roast the ship's doctor, but his medicine chest might still.
It's a grab a medicine chest.
Fine work with Hillock.
Oh, Ray Zombie. Yes, please. I need to identify that.
format, and they'll play like 5 Elvis songs in a row and say we went all Elvis. Or they say if you look out your window at noon, you'll see a meteorite in the sky. They try to get their listeners to do things.
Or another radio station. What's that little hill in Boston?
A little hill in Boston?
Yeah, what is it? Blue Hill or something? What is it called?
Beacon Hill?
No, not Beacon Hill. It's
Bunker
more.
Hill?
No, it's more in the
Scandal Hill.
It's more in the.
Scandal.
It's more in the suburbs of Boston, and one radio station claimed that it was an old volcano and it was going to erupt.
It's going to erupt.
Oh, Blue Hills, right? Yeah.
Yeah, all right. That was another one, and then your $5 bills are no longer usable. They're worthless now.
That was a good one.
So that throws everyone in a panic. Like, what are they going to do with their $5 bills?
What about the other one? My wife was killed by a black guy. Was that an April Fool's gag?
That was an April Fool's, I believe.
And then I'm going to jump off the Tobin Bridge.
Yeah, that one was pretty elaborate.
You gotta love Boston. I love the racial sensitivity in Boston.
Thank
Wonderful.
you.
Ooh, look at that.
So, we decided, well, actually, Opie decided. He always says I blame him for things that get us fired, but this one is totally his.
But you could speak up any time. That's what I don't get. Because then I'm looked at as the psycho.
I was brand new to radio. Just been in it for as long as we were at WAAF, so I was just damn happy to be there. I wasn't making any waves. I liked my job. I didn't want to go back to construction.
I woke up in a really bad mood, and there was no dog around to kick, so I'm like, I know what I'm going to do today.
So,
Get Anthony on the phone.
Instead of doing one of these lame April Fool's gags or listening to the other jocks and their gag, we figured we'd just blow the whole thing up and say that Mayor Menino was dead. And see how far we could take it, knowing it was April Fool's, knowing that the context of our show is not a news show, so no one's really going to take it seriously. And we'll just kind of have fun with it and totally take that April Fool's gag to the umpteenth level. So Ope calls me up and suggests we do this. I just woken up, as usual, and I'm groggy, so
Okay, so there has been some slight changes in the passive skill tree. Looks like that's new, I think. Yeah, it's definitely new. Hmm. Yeah, I think that's a good one as well. I think I may have missed it there. Yeah, probably. Ugh.
I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. And we get in, and we started the ball rolling. Just kind of got on. And
it took a while, because we kept looking at each other going, are we really going to do this?
you are such a professional broadcaster with a mouthful of Pop-Tart.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So I think it was about an hour into the show, we kind of teased that we had news about the mayor, and then we decided, we looked at each other and went, all right, let's give it a shot.
Let's do it.
And then...
fake news report. We got some guy with a real good, deep radio voice who's actually still doing radio in the New York area. We've never ratted him out. He put together like this fake news report, guy on the scene at the mayor's car wreck. He said that he had wrecked in his car. Now, the problem was he was on a plane back from Florida at the same time we had done this, so no one could get in touch with him to confirm that he was dead or alive. So it kind of had more legs than we had hoped. And
you had no idea that was going to be the case when you...
No, we didn't know. We knew he was out of town, but we didn't know he was going to be on a plane on his way back during this whole thing. And the story got progressively more ridiculous as it went along. Like, at first it was just he was in an accident, then he was killed, and then he was also with a young Laotian boy and a prostitute. Like, we just made it get more and more outrageous. Patrice is here, too. Patrice O'Neill.
It's a party today.
Yeah.
He's carrying 2 briefcases that have sex toys in them.
Sex toys in them, by the way.
How much is that in the window?
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. That is not appropriate. Look at him.
Sorry.
You are just a big man. Yeah, so we had been doing that, I guess. It lasted about an hour, I guess. And we started getting complaints coming in. Our program director started getting phone calls from the mayor's office saying to stop this immediately. They didn't find it very funny. And we didn't stop it.
Yeah, I don't know why, but...
He came in.
We didn't stop it.
Bitched at us, told us to stop it. We didn't stop. We kept it going. By the end of the show, I think the news had already started picking up on it.
Oh my God, there was already a crawl on
TV about our prank. The next day, we were back on the air, and the news now full force about how the mayor was so pissed off that we had done this. His family had heard that he was killed and were upset. Now, meanwhile, we were on like it was a hard rock station. I mean, really, teens and young men were all that was listening to this. I doubt the mayor's family was really paying attention or taking it seriously. Yeah, you could switch to BZ up there in Boston and not hear a word about it, but Opie and Anthony on WAAF, we're breaking the news about the mayor.
Right.
So it snowballed, which these things do. If you saw it happen to Hot 97 down here with that tsunami song, things snowball. The press gets a hold of it and forget about it. Nothing looks worse than something that was funny in the context of a show written out with quotation marks around it in a transcript. It totally changes the whole mood of what was going on. So the mayor thing blew up on us. The press got a hold of it, ran with it, and the mayor decided that we had to go in order for him to stop. I don't know if he could have brought an FCC complaint against us. I doubt it. They say that you're not allowed to get on the air and do anything that will take away emergency resources like police or fire.
It's called the hoax rule.
The hoax rule.
Yeah, it really is.
Named after James Hoax, I believe, who first did it. No, it's the hoax rule.
Which
no hoaxing.
Yeah.
You can do hoaxes. You just can't have it interfere with emergency services like police or fire. They were saying that what we did take resources away because the mayor, being the head of the city, in charge of police and fire, a little stretch, but they were going to try to hit us with that as far as the FCC went. The mayor said, look, everything will be fine if you just fire these 2 guys. They did a week-long investigation on who was involved, aside from us, who else was responsible, the program director, general manager, and it ended how we knew it was going to end, with us being brought into a conference room at the beautiful Colonnade Hotel and told that our contract was being terminated.
Yeah, they terminated us. They didn't fire us. We thought we were going to get killed, actually.
Yeah.
A mafia-looking dude looked at us and goes, sorry to be under these circumstances, but we're going to have to...
Now, what you were talking about happened in the interim between the time that we did the prank and were fired. The people were scrambling to try to save our jobs. One idea that our program director, Dave Douglas, who was at the school, had was get a hold of the mayor, tell him we have an idea how to smooth things over. They'd have us go into the middle of town, get in those older time stocks that they used to put people in that were bad in the middle of town, and the mayor would then throw pies at our faces. And this would solve everything.
This is the worst radio idea ever.
That has hack written all over it. So we hear about this, and me and Oka didn't go on the air. They actually let us on the air for a couple of days after it happened. And this is, again, what happens when DJs screw up. Management will let them go on the air the very next day because they're hoping it blows over. And once the press gets a hold of it, it is over, Johnny. You are off the air, suspended, they call it, right up until you're fired. And by the way, when you're suspended, you're already fired. The company's just figuring out how to contractually, pay you and who's going to replace you. So you're already fired. So they figured they would throw pies at us. We got on the air after we heard this idea and just said no. There is no way. And this is after our boss was telling us, this is what we're doing. We're going to smooth things out.
Oh, they already
bought the pies.
It was on like a forklift. Because they even bought way too many pies. There was hundreds of them.
Hundreds, yeah.
And it wasn't like
They ordered the pies and did they control Menino on them? Did
No,
Menino
they
agree to hit you with pies?
were grabbing at straws. They were like, oh, get the pies. Order the pies. All right, then we'll go out and talk to Menino. He's got to say yes.
Ezra,
freaking
Ezra,
out.
they were
yeah?
so stupid they were just convinced that the
pretty good.
mayor, they didn't have to talk to the mayor. He would
Let them do the work.
And it wasn't.
You say, well, as long as you've got the pies.
Yeah, and it wasn't the old school pies that you see on some of these old TV shows where all of a sudden someone gets pied in the face.
Pie sandwich with cream.
These were real pies that would do damage, man. It was like literally frozen apple pie.
You might have to discus at your head.
They couldn't get the real pies. Did you say discus?
I said a disc, or whatever.
It's a discus.
Whatever discus means.
Retard. A discus.
The producer over there.
Hey, threw a Triscuit at him.
The producer from CBS is just amazed at your stupidity.
No, every
He
now
is
and then-
having such a good time in that corner. We're leaving him alone. But he is just amazed at you.
Every time I look at him, I think it's Joe Franklin. First of all, I scoot him a couple words because I'm under a lot of pressure here today.
Joe Frankel.
I can't wait to see this story, and you're not even one shot.
Not even involved.
It doesn't matter to me. When I'm at the Oscars in a couple of weeks, I'm going to call.
Yeah, and Norton is just beyond bummed out today. He's like, I missed the one day that you guys get national TV.
Jimmy Norton, a huge part of this program, and he's not even here for,
And
the
Bumble Lips just came in.
Yeah. We got this guy.
I made two
Dyslexia.
mistakes. A couple. What did I call it? A discute?
A discut.
Yeah, so getting back to Ezra from the Improper Bostonian, who's on the phone writing a story on Boston pranks.
Yeah.
They also hired a PR firm to try to smooth things over. And one of their bright
pretty
ideas,
weak.
This
besides
is after the mayor said, hell no.
pie thing. Well, but there was two other things besides ordering the pies for the mayor. They decided that they needed a photo op with the mayor shaking the hand of Bruce Mittman, who was the general manager of AAF at the time, who was a midget in real life. He was like 5'4", I think.
Very short man.
So they hired a photographer, and they got the mayor's schedule. This is a true story. And the midget, we love the guy, actually. We love and hate him, actually. He was kind of in hiding behind a bush. And the mayor comes out of one of his things he was doing that day, and Bruce Mittman, God love him, man, is running out of the bushes, photographer in tow, and just grabs the mayor's hand and starts shaking, like, hey, Mayor Menino, pleasure to meet you. Doesn't really say who it is or anything. Of course, the mayor's like shaking his hand, and the photographer's like, and now they want to get that picture of the Boston Herald, and it was a caption. See, the mayor's okay with AAF. Here's a picture of them making
Mayor in hand.
So that also was horribly found. I don't think that picture ever. No, it did appear.
Yeah.
It's out there somewhere.
It didn't help. We know because of history nothing does. We were thrown off the air and escorted to the Connecticut state line and never to return.
Right. So then now they're not giving up on trying to save our job. The mayor's like, absolutely not. I'm not going to hide the dopey DJ.
Now we still have a bad image and a bunch of time. So what to do? What to do? They figured they would let us and a photographer again go down to a children's hospital. Children's cancer kids, terminally ill children, and present them with pies.
Because that's going to make everyone just
Yeah,
happy.
they're going to love us. They go, you know, O&A, they said the mayor was dead, but look at what great guys they are, giving pies to dying children.
Yeah, but you end up in the diabetic section.
Yeah.
And this is April, and so now we got the forklift of pies in the lobby of this hospital, and the kids are coming out from all angles, like...
We didn't even know.
Just,
Yeah, we didn't even know it was a children's hospital. We were going to the hospital to drop off some pies, they tell us, to some people. We get down there, and it's like, it's a children's hospital. It's a terminally ill children's hospital. So they start coming out of the woodwork, and we're like, no.
one looking worse than the other.
This
I mean,
is
it's not
happening.
This part is not funny. I mean, this is reality. They were just... Wow.
I want to meet Carl Ustremski, tough kid, here's a pie.
Yeah, here's a pie. I want to live to see Christmas. Pie? Yeah, wonderful. Thank you.
And they're setting up, they're just setting it up as a big, huge, fresh thing. The photographer's ready. They got the pies all organized. It's a photo op. The kids are gathering around the pies. We're going to present them with the pies and get a nice shot, throw it in the Herald. And we'll get to go back on the radio and talk about Whipping My Wednesday, everybody.
Yeah, sure.
So then we're wondering why it's taking so long to get the photo op together. Because at this point, Ed and I are really, honestly, just confused about the whole thing.
Yeah.
We're like, what is really going on here? And they're all like, well, we got to wait for Billy. Billy was the one that was in the worst shape. Billy had like a round-the-clock nurse, hooked up to all sorts of machines, in a wheelchair. And here comes Billy.
It's like Captain Christopher Pike in that episode of Star Trek when he was just in that machine. Beep, beep, beeping once for yes, twice for no.
No, I mean, basically the buzzkill. I mean, to be honest, you know, the kids...
Like we had a buzz in a terminally ill children's hospital in the
I mean, but the kids, most of them are, you know, understanding the situation. They got a good attitude about them. But then here comes Billy, and you can just see what little happiness there was in the room just go... And now it's like, oh, my God. What is going on here?
We had to go.
So then Anthony and I are kind of hanging out with each, you know, next to each other. And then there's this one of the supervisors is like, they're going to sing a few songs before we take the picture. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, you know, we're here. And this one girl gets up and never forget it. Kind of looked like Cindy Lou Who from the Grinch. No joke. I mean, right out of the freaking movie. And she starts singing
Silent Night.
Was it Silent Night? Silent Night. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is really weird. It's April and she's singing a Christmas song. You know, like, wow, this is really strange. And looking at Anthony, we're like, Christmas song. Kind of looking at each other like, Christmas song. That's when the supervisor kind of leans over to Anthony and I and whispers into both of our ears at the same time. You see, Cindy's not going to make it to Christmas.
So they were singing Christmas songs in spring.
So Anthony and I at this point, we're like, that's
okay,
it.
done.
We get it now. No effing way. It was you. Look right at the photographer. If one effing picture shows up in a newspaper, we're going to...
The idea of exploiting dying children, try to get our dopey jobs back. The way management went about the whole thing was so sleazy. It came off so sleazy that we just, we hung out, gave the kids the pies, the second-hand pies, and left. And yeah, threatened the photographer like that he was not to snap a picture. And then it was just at that point, I think we were just, please, just fire us. Let us move on with
get it
our
over
job,
with.
because this whole trying to save our job thing is just getting sleazy. And yeah, they gave us the boot. We ended up getting a much better, more higher paying, and more lucrative job at WNEW in New York.
One other thing that is of interest, you know, we had the news crews following us everywhere, and it was one of the most surreal moments. I'm at my apartment in Wellesley, watching the news, because now we're dopey DJs. Like, wow, look at us on TV, you know. It literally was probably the first time we really got real TV exposure. So it was kind of cool, even though you knew you were in deep trouble. And all of a sudden, I'm watching the 11 o'clock news, and I'm like, wow, that house looks really familiar. And I forgot the reporter's name. Is the guy that used to have the thick mustache. I think he ended up shaving it, and it was a big deal up there, by the way. And the reporter's doing this report from someone's front yard, and I'm like, that's really... Oh my God, they're right outside.
We're here at the home of Greg Opie Hughes. You can see him peering out that window right there.
Yeah. You couldn't tell by the pies on the front lawn.
Right. But it was so surreal. You're not really thinking. You're like, oh my God, what? And then I'm looking out the window, and there's the guy doing his live report. And you know,
Newsday, I guess.
Yeah, and they have
Yeah.
footage, you know, the famous footage of them knocking on the door earlier, and
No comment.
And my girlfriend at the time opened the door in a bathrobe, like, no comment, closing the door. You know, they
You
have all
should have
that.
thrown a disket at his head.
How do you not miss anything?
Oh, with you, it's easy.
Yeah, it really is. Even I'm in on the game.
Flying
there.
out of your mouth.
And then we got what you call it outside the studio that day as well, near the elevators.
Oh, yeah,
trying
yeah.
to give our
couple more of the...
trying to give our apologies.
Yeah, they asked us for an apology. We really weren't good at apologizing back then. We've gotten no better at it. But back then, it's nothing worse than when a news camera's in your face asking you, would you like to apologize to the mayor, or anybody, really? And you're smirking and grinning and laughing, going, yeah, we apologize. It just looks so bad, so insincere. And that's exactly how it did look. And, yeah, well, you know the rest. We got the boot. But look how things worked out. We learned from that mistake. Yeah. And lasted 3 more years before we got thrown out of another station. Before we got thrown off
were
the
there any
entire
other
media.
things that you came up with that you either before that or since then where you said, okay, this is gonna go over the line in some way? We
thought
should stay away from this.
We thought a couple of things were going to get us the boot. The biggest one was the Voyeur bus. We had a bus with plexiglass sides, a real full-size bus. And it was gutted and set up like a little apartment with glass sides, and we had nude girls driving around in it. And we had a bunch
Teenage.
of... Yeah. Well, some of them were 18, 19 years old.
Officially the bit was called Teen Voyeur Bus.
Teen Voyeur Bus.
I mean, they were of age. They were 18, 19.
And when Giuliani was in office, he was always, what a stick in the mud he is about anyone having fun. So we figured we'd have this bus with some people in it from the show. Jim Norton, Louis Black was on. Rick Delgado, who is now in trouble for the Hot 97 tsunami song, he was on the bus.
And you were supposed to go.
And I was supposed to go. Thank God I didn't go. We figured we'd take the bus down to the mayor's office and have the girls shower in the bus right in front of the mayor's office, and then drive back up 6th. It worked. We went down there.
We announced the route too.
Yeah, it was like a parade route,
or route, depending what you like. I say route myself.
Route.
And people were buying disposable cameras all over Manhattan, and they were on every single block.
It was like a parade because how often do you get to see nudity just driving down the street?
And we had our reporters on the bus, and it was
CNN crew was on the bus.
It was around Christmas time. This was our Christmas present to New York City.
Yeah, that's how we presented it. Here's our present to you. So we figured we'd get them back up on 6th Avenue and have them drive back up to the station. And they noticed 6th Avenue was very deserted.
But going down there, I just want to add, the first sign of trouble was when we decided to let the CNN reporter on the bus.
Yeah.
I guess they just happened to be in the area doing a story, and they saw this thing roll by. They're like, what the F? And we're like, yeah, come on the bus, thinking CNN will do a nice positive story on Opie and Anthony.
Story on nude teen girls driving down Broadway.
we were really stupid back then.
Wow.
I mean, we're still stupid. I know that. But we were stupid. We're like, hey, look, CNN's going to do a piece on us.
CNN, this is going to be so positive for us. Right. We have teen nude girls driving down Broadway, New York.
Right.
This is great. What the hell were we thinking?
I don't know. And the story was just... The story was so ugly. Another surreal moment. I'm on vacation skiing in the middle of nowhere, somewhere up in I think it might have even been Killington, and all of a sudden I'm watching this CNN report about some dopes in New York, not even thinking it was about me at first. And also I'm like, uh-oh, and I call Anthony like, this isn't good.
This isn't good.
Yeah, but anyway.
Why was the street clear?
Well, the street was very deserted, 6th Avenue, when they drove up, and there was a lot of police blockades. Yes, Sophie?
Well, because I know you're going to the punchline, but really fast. Then the reporter's on there, and we decide that it's not good enough that there's naked teen girls in this bus where all of New York, including probably underage kids, can check it out.
Anybody who was in time. We drove it through Times Square.
Right.
Not a very populated area in the city.
And this is where we're just so stupid. We always have to make it even worse for ourselves. We're like, hey, I got an idea. Whoever came up with it. Why don't we stop the bus in front of the in front of the town hall,
the mayor's office.
The mayor's office downtown, and let the girls take a shower.
Yeah. So they showered. 2 girls in a shower.
Took the pie off them.
Right in front of the mayor's office.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to be okay, right? Now we're just shoving it in the mayor's face.
That was
look what we could get away with.
Salt in the wound.
So then we think what happened was the CNN reporter ran off the bus because she left the bus right around that time.
Yep.
It was Julie Mose or whatever her name was.
Can't remember.
The one that does the
Jeannie Mose or
Jeannie Mose?
Jeannie Mose.
Jeannie Most? Okay, yeah, she's like does those stupid fluff pieces. So I guess what we've heard is that she ran in and showed the mayor, look what is going on in your city.
Yeah, showed the mayor the clip and was like, how do you feel that this radio show is having nude women shower in front of your office? And he went to the bat phone, man.
Oh,
he went to the bat phone. Police commissioner, everybody.
And at this point, we had NYPD guys, because they were all fans of the show, helping us out. They were literally escorting the bus all the way down to the mayor's office.
Doing like crowd control.
But wasn't
Yes, we were driving up 6th Avenue.
This is where it gets good.
The bus was driving up 6th, very deserted, police blockade. And it turns out...
We were the only vehicle on the road.
It turns out, and I don't know how they got on.
That should have been a sign. You know those dopey cartoons where all of a sudden there's a car and all of a sudden it just veers off.
Hey,
and
where are the big crowds of people that were looking at us down Broadway? Yeah, it turns out that President Clinton, who had landed at Kennedy a little earlier, his motorcade was headed up 6th Avenue. And
so they had this this whole street blocked off for him.
Presidential motorcade, bus full of new teen girls on 6th Avenue. Well, the vehicles that swarmed around this bus was the black SUVs, all the big New York City brass, not just the uniform cops, just swarmed.
These guys had uniforms you never want to see.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all seen the NYPD uniform, obviously. These guys had things on their uniform that you just don't want to see ever.
It was really
all
bad.
sorts of medals and like they were from another country, you know?
Got on the bus, everyone off, got the zip strip handcuffs, cuffed them all, brought them down to booking.
12 to something like 12 or 13 people were arrested. They ripped the bus apart because one of our guys was bragging that he hit his pot on the bus. It just was the worst.
Yep. And they stayed in jail for how long?
I don't know, like 36 hours.
36 hours. They couldn't even find anything to book him on. But you know, it was one of those things where Giuliani was so pissed off that he told the cops just, you know, keep them in there as long as possible.
And he had to have a press conference, and he had to say to everybody watching, they're stupid.
Yeah, that the mayor then got in front of a podium with the police commissioner and was asked this question. And they said, you know, what do you think about this? And he just looks and goes, you say it's stupid. It's just stupid. And it's one of my favorite clips, watching Giuliani say how stupid we are.
Yeah, that was great. Really fast, because there was another one, footage, news, and pics on FoundryMusic.com. Thank you.
There you go.
FoundryMusic.com or OpieandAnthony.com, hopefully. It will be. It will be linked to OpieandAnthony.com for you listeners, because it is a lot of fun to check out. But you can go to FoundryMusic.com right now to take it out. Anyway, real fast, because Ben just reminded me of another prank we did in Boston. The year before the mayor's prank, we did a Pearl Jam thing up in a fictitious town called no, it's Jaffrey, New Hampshire, right? Jaffrey, New Hampshire, which is a little town up there over the Massachusetts border. And we said that Pearl Jam was doing a surprise show at a bar called Larky's.
Yeah, take your hint. It's called Larky's.
Okay.
And we kind of gave directions to where it was, but it was very vague. It was like on the corner of a street. And
near a gas station.
Near a gas station. We gave these vague directions, and it was just, you know, a small club, so you got to get there quick. It was going to fill up, first come, first serve. And of course, you know, Pearl Jam back then, huge as fans.
And people are like, well, Larky's, I've never heard of Larky's. Well, it's a bunch of clubs, and the club on the ground floor is called Darky's, remember?
Yeah,
it was so obvious how...
Club.
Right. Darky's, and then Larky's was on top of that.
Larky's.
Yeah, whatever. And then I guess I wasn't up there, you know, officially, but all indications are that a couple thousand people showed up for this surprise Pearl Jam concert in the middle of nowhere. And they were just kind of driving around in their cars trying to figure out where the place was. And the cops are calling, begging us to stop because there's a major problem up there. And of course, once again, we're idiots. We're like, no, we ain't stopping this. This is just fun.
That's what our problem has been for years. We never knew when to stop. Like, we would just do these pranks or something and think it was the best thing ever. And the boss would say, stop it, or the cops would say, stop it. For some reason, we would just, no.
Yeah.
We're not stopping.
Yeah. So then after our show, we started doing breaks for the other radio show after us that make them believe we were in the middle of the concert, you know, doing reports for the radio station.
Yeah, we went into one of the other studios, started blasting some live Pearl Jam behind us.
We didn't even have live Pearl Jam.
Really? Was it Studio Pearl Jam?
It was Studio Pearl Jam, but we thought, all right, we'll just
play it loud enough.
No, we had sound effects of like a crowd, screaming and applauding, whatever. And we threw that, figuring that would work. And they bought it, man, big time. So then we felt the next year we had to outdo ourselves because that's what, unfortunately, the life we lived for many years. We had to always outdo ourselves. So, all right, we did the Pearl Jam thing last year. What are we going to do this year?
Wow, that was the beginning of the outdoing phase of the Opie and Anthony show. We would always have to outdo ourselves. And people still speculate if we hadn't gotten fired for the sex at St. Pat's debacle that we would have had to sacrificed a baby live in our studio.
Yeah.
Well, you can do that on satellite, right?
Well, yeah, XM allows us. As a matter of fact, we have that scheduled for next week. Baby sacrifice.
Yeah, I think that's on Monday's show. Yeah. So.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, guys.
I hope you got enough for your little story there.
I did.
You should email Ben. Let us know when the story comes out so we could, kind of check it out on the air, and we'll also tell our listeners about it.
Okay, sounds good.
It's Ezra from the Improper Bostonian. Thanks, Ezra.
Thanks a lot, guys.
All right. Go Pats.
Go Pats.
Go Pats, go.
Everyone loves the Pats up there.
He just bullshitted you. He's not doing a story. Little prank he pulled on you guys.
Gotcha.
That was just fun to go down memory lane
once again.
April Fools, I told my daughter when she was 7, I go, I bought you a bike. And I go, April Fools, and she just started crying.
Oh, you are a bastard.
I know. I had to go buy her the bike.
What was it, a Schlinn bicycle?
Came with a basket on it.
You put the brisket on the front.
A disket.
A disket. Yeah, I saw Gollum throw a disket. His magic disket.
But it would have been funny if I said, disket.
You
are the best.
We need to take a break. That was a long segment right there. Speaking of the Super Bowl, Anthony, got to play the Green Bay pizza thing.
Hey,
this was when the Pats were playing the Packers, and
it's a prank.
We were calling those cheeseheads and really messing with them.
Yeah.
This is off our little CD called Demented World. Hey, man, we're having a lot of fun today. It's the ONA virus spreading across America thanks to XM Satellite Radio. That was a lot of fun going down memory lane with those prank stories, Anthony.
For most people, some people are a little upset from Whack Bag.
It's always Whack Bag upset.
Like Tool Mikey Biggs. Go ahead, give him hell, people. He's upset that we told that story because I guess he had heard it. Isn't that a good opportunity to maybe take 15 minutes and do something then? It's like, oh, they're telling the story about Boston and the mayor's prank. We're doing it for an interview. If you heard already, hey, take a break.
Yeah, go take a leak.
Go outside, make a snowman.
Yeah, go see what's on TV. I mean,
something.
From 6 to about 8 o'clock, that's about when the guy called. 2 hours of original, very funny radio.
Yeah, but he's a little upset.
You're not going to get 4 hours of brilliance every day, you idiot.
He's upset that he heard that 15 minutes before, so I guess he's upset.
And he's figured that all the new listeners that haven't heard anything.
Yeah. How about all the new listeners that never heard that?
Yeah,
it's all about Mikey Biggs.
I guarantee you take a poll, most people have never heard most of those stories.
How about we take a poll and shove it up Mikey Biggs' ass?
Right. You should expect maybe a half hour of good radio a day. I mean, we'll try to do 4 hours of good radio a day, but you should find maybe a half hour that you thought was good.
Your half hour might not be the same as someone else's half hour.
Throw pies at him.
Let's throw pies at him, you jackass.
We got a friend in the studio, Anthony. You've never met him before. He's called the show a few times.
Rich Voss.
Well, we do have Rich Voss, who's sitting in for Jim Norton, doing a great job. We also have, just to set the scene here, we got CBS this morning. I guess they're done with their B-roll, Anthony, and now we're going to do an interview after the show, and it's going to be Sunday before the Super Bowl on CBS.
Super Bowl Sunday morning.
Is the Super Bowl on CBS?
Sunday morning.
Huh?
Oh,
Sunday morning. I'm always saying CBS this morning. Sunday morning. Sunday morning on CBS, right, with Charles Osgood. Used to be Charles Perrault. Right. Always going around the country in a camper banging broads.
Banging broads, apparently. He did this whole On the Road series, and he had a wife at home. And apparently he wasn't lonely on the road.
Either had a girlfriend or another wife somewhere else. Oh, yeah, man.
He had some chick in Montana, if I remember.
Montana,
correctly.
right?
Was it Montana?
Yeah, because we did an old. I don't even know if this. You want to try it?
It'll be another trip down memory lane.
It might be dated. I don't know. This hasn't been played in years.
Oh, it hasn't been played in years, but if Mikey Biggs heard it,
Yeah.
perhaps we shouldn't play it. You know, guys, I heard that 5 years ago.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be off our band CD, Cringe.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad it was banned, by the way, now, because, you know, there was 66 tracks.
66
It was going to be
tracks.
our follow-up CD to Demented World, and it was never released because the lawyers had a real problem with just about everything that was on this thing.
Yeah.
And now that I listen to it, yeah, there's still some good stuff on it, but in general, yeah, all right. A lot of it's dated now, but Montana Crotch Rat, because Charles Carroll would do the whole, we leave you this Sunday morning.
Leave you this Sunday morning. He would go out on the road and do stories from, you know, your town, USA. And he had some chick in Montana that he had a fishing cabin up there or something.
God,
that he
you
used to
remember the
visit.
story?
Yeah, he
fine.
used to go up there, and that was like his whole thing, I guess, to get away from his wife. Oh, honey, I'm going to the fishing cabin. I'm gonna hang out and listen to the sounds of trout. You know, and he would go fishing.
A medicine
He was
chest.
fishing for a little more because he was also hunting for beaver.
I think this is
Managed
a
to
good example of
salvage shaky hands.
you and me being
Nice.
sophomoric.
Yes, this is some sophomore.
Actually, I think this is all you.
is it?
Yeah, I believe this is all Anthony.
Was Brian Unger involved in this?
Well, Brian
Or
Unger.
That's a different bit.
Yeah, Brian Unger started this bit.
Yeah.
Because he came in. He used to work on Comedy Central.
Yep.
He's a really funny guy.
Very
that-
funny. He like was the first guy I ever saw do that whole very dry reporter like they do on the Daily Show. Like
Right.
all the reporters do on the Daily Show. He was the guy.
I think he started it.
Yeah. And then they threw him out, but he did that to a T. Remember when we were talking about a tsunami?
Right.
And he used the way he used to say it is like the anchors say it on the news. It's horrible.
Well, no, he
Tsunami.
used to imitate what's his name? Stone Phillips.
Animals don't seem to rise up after
Talking about
death.
the tsunami.
Tsunami.
Yeah.
Still
Stone
alive.
Phillips
are
and
they?
a big, huge head that likes doing crunches next to me at my gym.
Oh, it works out at your gym?
I think I said it on the air. I'm like just doing crunches on a mat. It's like a Saturday. The place is packed, so you got to try to find a little space. And I'm like doing my little stupid crunches, and I look over. I'm like, holy yes, that's Stone Phillips and his huge head right next to me.
Someone want to spot me?
Yeah.
We came from a mile away. Look at that head. I did 1,000 crunches yesterday.
Yeah. And then also,
Liar.
Roberta Flack works out at my gym.
Really?
Killing Me Softly, right?
Yep, that's her.
Yeah. Killing Me Softly lady is at my gym, too. All right. Anyway, want to try the Montana Crotch Rat?
Let's give it a whirl. We'll
I-
listen along with you at home.
I have no idea if this
haven't heard this
is
in
funny
years.
anymore. Let's take a listen together.
We leave you
Careful.
now with the sounds of Montana. And me making my face look like a glazed donut before I get back to my wife. The sounds of the elusive bearded clan. And me trying to shuck the hell out of that bearded clan. I usually don't say things like that, but I'll leave you this Sunday morning with the sounds of me giving her the old pile drive. That's the one where I crouch over her, push down real hard in a pile driving motion.
All right, be right back.
So now, pictures and sounds of me and the pile drive on my mistress in Montana. On the road I prefer. Pictures now of the Hershey Highway. I visited that in Montana lots, the Hershey Highway. My wife often thought I was fishing on my trips to Montana. And it's true I was. Here's the sound of the trouser trout coming out of my trousers as I pound some ass. Now the sounds of me pounding ass with my Montana crotch rat. We leave you now. The sounds of me and my mistress and me shooting a tray up in that piece. And now, finally, the sounds of my mistress hobbing my knob. We don't often leave you with the sounds of knob hopping. I figured this is a good time to leave. And now the sounds of me and my knob being hobbed. Charles Kuralt on the road. Hob, knob. Now the sounds of a purple helmet warrior going into battle again against the dreaded bearded clan.
Montana crotch rat.
Yes, the Montana crotch rat. God, I wish she shaved. A little personal hygiene in the groin area, so it wouldn't look so much like a possum. Woman looks like roadkill. Looks like the last time I saw a woodchuck caught in a combine. All red and brown and whatnot. Now the sounds of a woodchuck being caught in a combine. Leave you. I mentioned she looks like she had Einstein's head in a leg lock. I should trim that. First time I made love to her. Pulled those panties down and looked like Fidel Castro eating a London broil. I used to have a lot of sex in my car. Yes, gave her Spanish fly once. I found her on the gear shift. Now the sounds of my girlfriend on the gear shift. Relieve you. Yes. I just wish she was a little better with the hygiene. It sort of looked like when you take two big pieces of silly putty, slap them together, and throw them on the floor of a barber shop. All pink and hairy.
That's still really funny.
Wow. Did we just go on and on with those things?
That's what we used to do in the old days. We ran everything into the ground. You remember that?
Totally.
Oh my God! The producer of Sunday Morning is in studio. It's now, with Charles Osgood, obviously, but
Yeah.
He can't deny it. He's laughing his ass off in the corner. And I think they taped this, and they're gonna bring that back to CBS.
Jesus, no.
We'll give you a clean copy. You guys could share it at the Christmas party.
The old Charles Kuralt one.
Yeah, there you go.
He did have a mistress up there, is what they were saying.
Right.
Actually, did he father a child from her, I think? And they found out? No, never did?
No.
Yeah, there was something that came out afterwards, after, I guess, he died, that he had a pretty big relationship. It wasn't just a fling. He was, like, about married.
Yeah. Oh, man, that is hilarious.
Another trip down memory lane. Well, Mikey, I hope you like that one.
Do you have that bit? I'll tell you one of the funniest ones you ever did was the Brady Bunch on the stairs or something.
Oh, yeah.
God, was that
Yeah, that
funny.
one.
Well, we could talk about...
Got some Brady news
we could
today.
Thank you, Rich. You're helping me out
Okay,
today.
Rich.
We'll do a little Brady news, and then we'll play an old bit called Mike Brady.
Oh,
Black
so
storms
We have
descend
to
on
say
us
to
from the
our
north.
hi to our friend Tyson Walters. He plays center for the Dallas Cowboys.
Tyson.
I hate the Cowboys. I'm not a Cowboys fan. Norton is a huge Cowboys
And he's
fan.
not even here.
And
Yeah.
he's going to be real bummed that Tyson stopped in and Norton wasn't here. Good friend that we met when we went down to Dallas, and he's injured. I see. Yeah.
Little injury.
Little injury against your own New York Giants last game of the season.
At least they did something.
Only one.
But a game that means nothing, right? You get
I know it sucks because it screws up your vacation.
Yeah, the guy's off, and now, he's got a cast on his arm. What happened?
Just got bent backwards, point dislocated, tore out some ligaments, so got 4 pins in it. Got scar about 8 inches long from the inside of my palm down my wrist. So.
And how did it happen?
Just I was actually doing a kickoff return that time and just got caught up, and two fat kids running 50 yards at each other. There's quite an impact, if you can imagine.
Yeah.
Dude, he's a monster. How much you weigh, bro?
I'm only like 290, 295 right now because I haven't been working out since I did this. So.
Right. Yeah, you're usually a little over 300 when you're playing, and he's like 6'5", I think.
Yeah, 6'5".
And he was a fan of our show when he was at college.
Yeah.
And we're down in Dallas. I went on tour with Norton a little bit because I was bored out of my mind, and Norton's doing his thing, and all of a sudden these 2 massive guys come up to Norton and I at the end of the show to say, "Hey, we're big fans." And it turns out, they play for the Cowboys. We're like, "Holy F, this is pretty
great.
cool, man."
Very cool.
Been friends ever since. So, what do you think about the Super Bowl? Pats are favored by 7.
I gotta take the Pats, man.
They just look unstoppable.
They're a hell of a team, and they've got some great chemistry. And I've played the Eagles, and no disrespect to them, they're a good team in their own right. But I mean, their defensive coordinator is really good. But the Pats, they're just on a roll, and it's hard to get teams like that stopped.
Certainly are. I hate it that it's in the same year that the Sox did it. Because now they're just like, they're up there. Look at us. We're the best. Aha, we got the champs. Baseball, football, go Pats, go Sox. And everyone's walking around with the B hat on.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I've never seen so many Boston Red Sox hats walking around on people. All these bandwagon jumpers.
Right here in New York City. Everyone's wearing the B hat.
It's an insult in New York.
Who are you kidding?
Stop it.
Yeah.
You're a Yankee cap up there, and they'll mug you.
That's why I keep mine in Jersey. My big hat. I don't have to bring it into New York.
Is that it? Yeah, you would wear that.
You know that.
Stop it.
What I like about the Pats, it's very interesting. It's such a team concept. I mean, even though Brady's a rock star, everyone knows it. But as far as like the press and everything, they're all crediting everybody else. No one is a standout player in the media. It's a whole.
That's when you get into trouble with
I think so, especially in football, because I think guys like Tyson Walters, he's in the trenches. Tyson Walters isn't doing freaking commercials during the Super Bowl. All right, no one's really interviewing him after the game.
Jeez,
so
rub it in, Opie.
No, right?
No one even cares about this guy.
No,
as long as my direct deposit works, I don't give a damn.
There you go. But what I'm saying is, then you get these guys, like Randy Moss and stuff, getting all the attention and stuff, and and having all the camera crews following them around. I'm thinking if you're a player, it kind of gets to you after a while, right?
It's like a drummer.
And
it's like being a drummer.
And you don't feel like you don't
want to be a team player with the guy,
right?
Yeah, and it kind of runs up the whole team.
I think it does.
It depends on the guy. I mean, if the guy's a total prick off the field, then then you get irritated with it. If the guy's cool off the field, you don't mind seeing it. You're actually encouraged. I mean, if you have a good quarterback, then you want to see him do well, or running back, whatever. But if the guy's a total a-hole, then
you might want him to look like an ass and maybe let a few guys slip through. And
oops.
Yeah. Look at
Can't believe I tripped.
This guy's coming in to break your neck.
Oh, you got to hear the stories he tells. They're great. There's payback on the field.
Of course,
there's a lot of payback. If you think someone is purposely trying to hurt one of your players, it's over, Johnny, man.
Really?
Oh, they set you up bad on the field.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Nasty.
It gets ugly.
Oh yeah.
And especially if the older guys that have been around a while, they get a certain rapport with the crews and things like that, and
yeah,
they'll let things slide every once in a while. So.
Because they know it's payback. They know
it's part of the game. I mean, so much is taken out of the game, with the way they're enforcing rules and changing them all the time. So
the NFL is way too strict. I love the showboating personally.
I kind of like the strictness.
I think it makes
it.
I think it
keeps it
really
a very uniform game. There's no gray areas. Here's the rules. You stick to it.
I like when some of the players make fools out of themselves. After the touchdowns and after sacks. Yeah, without a doubt.
And plus they taunt the other one, and it pisses the other team off, so it makes it more, they want to...
You know what I think I see a lot more of these days is when someone gets tackled, they're knocked down, they're at the bottom of a pile or something, before everyone gets up, like the last guy, they put their helmets together, he's just going, yeah, you ain't getting up, you didn't go nowhere. Like there's a lot of smack talk while they're on the ground, so that by the time they get up, they're heated up and want to kill each other.
There's a little bit. There's ankle twisting. There's some punches. There are punches thrown. There are guys that will try to get their hands inside masks and go for the eyes. And, they're my favorite story.
Gladiators.
Craziest story. I'm starting, and it's Thanksgiving Day. My rookie year, so this was 3 years ago or whatever. And we're playing the Redskins, and they have a guy, defensive tackle named Gardner. This guy's like 6'8", 330, ripped, crazy guy. My friend's playing left guard at the time because Larry Allen was hurt, and he had been in Washington prior to coming to Dallas, so he knew Gardner, and they had a little bit of a thing going back and forth. And my boy, right at the beginning of the game, tries to cut block him. He dives to his legs, try to take him out, get rid of the guy, because when he wants to go, you cannot stop the guy. Don't care, you can't stop him. It's crazy. So my boy cuts him. He gets up.
That was some damn divine.
And this is all in quotes, but I know I can say it in an accent.
Yeah,
He's like, you motherfucker. God damn it, Ross. He's like, Jesus knows what you've done, and he will pay you back for this, motherfucker. You've got this 6'8", 330-pound guy. Yo, motherfucker! And just, Jesus will repay you for this. And we're standing there, and I'm a rookie, and my friend's in his second year, and we're just like, oh. God. We're gonna fucking die.
Oh, here's your new job. Dealing with these people.
I mean, and this is the scariest guy you've ever, just
damn
huge.
That's great.
Does that shit, say, after a game, would that carry over into a bar? Do you think?
It depends on the guys. I mean, there are a lot of guys in the league. Everyone realizes that it is a business in the end, and and you have a lot of friends on other teams because you play with them in college or wherever you met them and hanging out. But then there are guys like that guy that have a little bit of an edge to them, shall we say? And
Right.
They might carry it over.
It's like anywhere else, Even in an office setting, you got the one guy who's the prick, doesn't get along with anyone. It goes off at the drop of a hat. Same thing in football, only these guys are monsters that can rip your head off.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. What about the stories about the guys not showering and making sure they have real bad breath just to throw off their opponent?
I know guys that don't shower and don't do that kind of stuff. I don't think you really know if you're in the game. That's not a big deal. But they'll do anything. They'll motherfuck you, or they'll hell, some guys wink at you and call you baby and stuff like that. Because you got so many guys that are just homophobes, and if you say anything like that, they'll just
they
start
freak out,
flipping out.
Wow, that is a funny gag, man. Hey, sweetie, after the game, me and you.
In the shower, give you a little spoon at you, something like that.
You want to pick that soap up for me, big guy?
Oh, that would suck. I'd get a hard on playing ball. It would throw me off.
Boss, so I went down to Dallas, with Norton and stuff, and then while Norton is just obsessing about something stupid, I hang out with Tyson. We go play golf at the Dallas Cowboys golf course. It is amazing.
Oh, really?
Everything is done at Dallas Cowboys, decor and colors. They got the rejects from the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders that, serve the hot dogs at the halfway house. They are.
That couldn't make the cut.
Oh, they're so hot still, but I guess they didn't have
9.5.
Yeah, they're still 9.5, but they weren't quite 10s, or their dance moves were a little off.
Selling hot dogs after the 9th?
Yeah, so Jerry Jones throws them on the golf course to be the beer girls and the hot dog girls after 9.
Are they dressed like cheerleaders?
I'm trying to remember.
No, they're not dressed like cheerleaders.
That'd kind of be cool, maybe distracting though.
They're wearing some skimpy shorts and
Yeah.
Mr. Jones knows how to do it up right.
But the golf carts are all in Dallas Cowboy stuff. And everything has a logo on it in the pro shop. And Jerry Jones just built this for just the players and the staff, right?
Yeah, that's how it started off, and then now he's branched out and he's making more of a resort and they built some big hotels.
You guys see him?
Was he
hit
to
a golf
drive
ball.
like 350?
Dude, no joke. He was driving the par fours, no problem.
Really?
It's insane. I can't even explain. Watching his golf ball go through the air, it's like it just pierces. I can't explain it.
Yeah,
No, I know. Oh, I know. Because then on the green, it's like, he's actually a really good golfer. But the problem is he doesn't know his own. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't know his own straight.
50 yards with his putter.
Yeah. So he's 10 feet from the cup, and all of a sudden, it goes by 20 feet. He has like no touch on the green. That's hilarious. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Chases it like it was a fumble, trying to get it.
But the ball, when it leaves his club, oh my god.
Hey, with those girls driving around, how many times do you hear the joke, oh, she was hit between the first and second hole? That old gag.
All right, now we have to take a quick break. Patrice is, he was patient.
Yeah, where is Patrice? He's getting angry.
He's getting angry, but he looks all pissed off. We're in a good mood here today.
We can wrestle next segment.
Huh? Oh, post-search Patrice? That's not good.
He brought luggage with him. I thought he was throwing it around to see its durability quality. No?
He's not even smiling.
Of course he isn't. He's going to kill me.
He's going to yell at me for this.
All right. Did Poe search you, Tyson?
No, he wanted to fight me, I think.
He wants to fight everybody.
I just knocked on the door, and I heard his voice on the radio, so he opens up and hello? I'm like, hi, is Zoe here? He's like, who are you? I'm like, I'm his friend from Dallas, Tyson. I play for the Cowboys. Just looks me up and down like 2 times, and then scowls me like, oh, come on. Yeah, all right. I'm angry. I think it's a little disappointing.
I think we got a problem here because you didn't get searched because you're white and 6'5". Patrice is about the same height as you and pretty much the same size, more or less, and he got searched.
Huge.
He's got searched like a mother.
He did? You think it has to do with Patrice's race?
We'll find out next.
Are we discriminating here with security?
I don't know what's going on. We'll talk to Patrice next about it, but we got Tyson from the Cowboys, so we'll play this little thing and continue. right, we're having a lot of fun today. It's the O&A virus spreading across America.
Show's flying by.
It really is flying by. Let's get Patrice O'Neill in here. He's been waiting a very long time.
Yeah.
He's got 2 briefcases, and there's a couple kind of hot women out there, I guess. Kind of hot.
Dude,
What?
don't insult the ladies.
I said they're kind of hot.
Very attractive.
Who's this? That one. She is kind of hot.
Kind of hot, right?
It's all right. I mean,
You know, not ugly. What?
The Lisa Loeb glasses on the one.
About a 5.5. That's not bad.
They're-
right.
One is sitting on the other's lap.
All right.
Patrice, what happened to you, first of all? Patrice, don't bring the energy of the show down, my brother.
No, dude.
I know you had to wait a long
really
time.
excited in this
I
motherfucker,
know.
man.
And then it takes forever to get in here.
Holy
you gotta get past
shit.
security.
Don't you have a fucking do not rape master poll list, you motherfuckers? Holy shit. My energy was fine for 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then, not only the master poll raping, these Ben and him keep coming out doing the finger snap, we'll get you in, like I'm here to plug dildos, man. I just came to say hello. Send me home.
The finger snap.
Hey, we'll get you in. Like, what the, what?
Should we do the news so you feel at home?
Holy moly. See, I knew that's what it was. What the fuck? Can I tell a story? What I'm going to do? Just call you and tell it? You can't do another radio show? I'm back, ain't I? Hey, why don't you tell the story? What, I wait 2 years to tell a story that happened yesterday? Hey, Opie, here's what happened to me. Pretend we're on radio.
You know,
Why'd you...
he likes causing trouble.
That's what he did. This whole system changed now. They're like, we're back now. This is what we're going to do.
Satellite radio, there's not much processing, so just back off the mic a little bit. You're killing people at home. I mean, you're hilarious, but just back off. Don't eat the mic.
Only when you're yelling.
Just change.
You talk up here when you're yelling.
I
Yeah.
apologize.
It was very funny.
And I'm not losing. Like me losing something. The enemy show.
Hold on. No, everyone knows that. Wait, hold on. I want to address what you're saying because it is the truth. We've never played that game. We understand you guys got to go on radio shows.
You're supposed to stay off of any other radio show for 2 years. Don't you go near
Just because
him.
Boss was stupid enough not to do any other shows doesn't mean you had to.
But that's what I'm saying.
We never played that game before. We understand.
I'm loyal to Opie and Anthony, but you want a round.
Right.
So if you gotta say, hey, come the whole thing, you know, hey, yeah, come on in. But there's no Opie and Anthony, so somebody said, come on down. I said,
You can say Howard.
Say Howard.
Yeah, of course.
It was fresh in my mind. I was really...
Wait, what story did you tell?
No story.
Oh, okay.
It was fresh. When I was right. Dildos, hookers, changed my life in sort of a way. So I had to get it out.
Well, we all knew that we knew that a long time ago.
But we didn't have a show.
Right. You went down to Brazil one time just to hang out and have fun. Like I heard about this place from other people in the Comedy Cellar. And next thing you know, you go down every 3 months now or something crazy like that.
They adopted abroad from down.
First of all, pussy whipped. This is one of I just came down for abuse.
No, not at all.
Yeah, Rich doesn't want to mess with you.
I don't.
All right, so let's start with this. What happened with Master Poe? He didn't search my buddy Tyson Walters from the Cowboys.
You know what happened.
I know,
Why
but
is he being coy?
Because I like rubbing it in.
What happened? What happened?
Y'all treat me like Crazy Patty or something. You know what he does. My asshole is as big as a cookie, the Christmas cookie canister. Look at it, man. He goes like this. He goes, hey, Patrice, how are you, man? Good to see you. Come in here. What?
Pull down your pants.
So why he's forcing himself on you, he's asking you for things. Hey, while I'm grunting. He's like, hey, can I get a picture later, dude? Great. I'm grunting again. Hey, there's hot chocolate over here. And you can tell he's a sociopath.
He's got problems. We all know that.
So I don't want to bring the spirit of the show down. I can see how Opie looks at me without the corner of his eye now. He's looking at me with his peripheral vision. I love y'all. I called him yesterday. Hey, man, blah, 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 and I didn't think, hey, no return call. I'm Hollywood too, Opie.
I called Ben and said, just call Patrice
Yeah,
back.
just let him on. Keep him out there waiting. I'm looking out there like a homeless child waiting to get in with a bag of dildos like I'm a jackass.
And you see how much fun we're having in here, too.
Like a dick.
He's watching us laugh and have fun through the window.
Oh, let him in. And Ben's coming over. Hey,
We get you right in.
Snap his phone.
It's a whole new ball game with us.
Oh, man, y'all changed. Holy moly.
Hey, we got networked freaking TV here today.
That's why you changed it. You just changed. Look, Anthony didn't even speak to me. He didn't say hi once.
Patrice,
Opie
hello,
came out and
welcome
the phony
back.
one. Well, look,
How are you?
Welcome back with you guys. And I hear on the streets, hey, yeah, we want Patrice in. Nothing. Not a hi. I didn't know you was back.
So
he fell in love. Norton don't talk to me no more.
No.
You put the silent word out. I'm not silly.
Master, so what did you do to him?
You know what people do.
There he is, Master Pose. We all have theme music too, Patrice.
Why does he do this?
He's head of security. He is like the sensei at Cobra Kai.
It's not only security. It's almost an insulting. It's almost painful.
Yeah.
Painful. I'm saying you gotta give a list, man.
Yeah, and all the paperwork you had to fill out. And
Paperwork?
Fingerprint?
Then he comes out 7 times for more information. Phone number, and I'm sitting there going, I know he's dangerous. So I'm going, Mr. Poe? Why are you asking me for this? Oh, that's just in case Opie asked me to call it. And you can't go take a hike because it's something I know he's big under all of that garb. What the hell happened?
He just has these skills. He's like a knife fighter. He knows how to do all these
I
things.
can
Patrice,
tell. He's a Puerto Rican with a mullet. That can't be. That has to be dangerous.
I can tell you this much.
Spanish mullets?
I can tell you this much. We really don't know why he's here. XM hired him.
He works for XM?
So we're wondering what kind of threats did XM get that they had to hire like a trained assassin
and put him in a lockup.
Dude, he's
there.
our secretary.
And he has 1,000
Technically, he's our secretary.
Where you know he's dangerous. Like you look at him and go, oh my God,
Yep.
this guy is dangerous. And he's just, and it takes long, but you're scared to do this.
They hired him to train guys at where Quantico? To train guys to kill with their hands.
What's Quantico?
Virginia, the Marine Corps.
They brought him in to train them to kill people, to train Marines. Marines who already pretty much got a good hold on how to kill people. They had to bring him in to make them kill better, more, or faster.
And yeah, now he's in control of our listeners coming by with like gifts. He's
training killers.
Take Stalker Patty out if she acts up.
I'm sitting there trying to behave myself. I could not believe what was going on.
Yeah.
I thought it's because you hated me. But it's
absolutely not.
But
he thought it was like candid camera or something. It's the real deal.
And then I see the Quantico thing on. I didn't know what Quantico was, but the Quantico.
Yeah, he's very proud of that. He's got that
Quantico.
hanging up. He's got that hanging up in his horse.
And you just can look at him. Look at him. And
Tyson, did you get Kristen? No, nothing.
See, nothing happened to Tyson.
Why, Mr. Poe?
Okay, well, first
What's
of all,
the difference between these two guys that I could think of?
There's no
Both
difference.
big guys.
But he said, "Hello, Patrice, my good friend from years ago." Then he proceeded to pummel me.
You know, Tyson and you are about the same size, so
Big guys.
I don't know what the difference is.
I don't think
really.
that. I think almost the bigger. I think the bigger, the better for people. Like he sizes you up, and I think he wants you to be bigger in his shape, so it makes him feel better when he
Feel a
hurts you.
little better.
How many bones have you pushed up into somebody's brain in your lifetime?
No, I'm not about violence. I'm really not here to hurt you. I have to do a job, and I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to make sure that I got all the information from you, in which I did.
But you had no problem when the superior race guy walked right through.
Well, let's
No. Okay, wait. Hold on. First of all,
Why didn't you check the big white man? Let's just be honest here. This is satellite.
I knew that he was coming down. I knew that you were coming down, and I could only take one of you at a time.
So
in order for me to take, I knew that he had to come in.
Wow, why pick the white guy over the black guy?
And, well, because I had someone in the studio already. I had someone in my office already. I had two people.
Let me ask you a quick question.
Go ahead.
Does Opie, I'm going to find out right now. Does Opie and Anthony either do not get raped by master police. Can they stop this?
Like family members, everyone that comes in here.
So they can't stop it.
All
right.
There's something beyond us.
It's beyond us.
It's just
It's
beyond.
beyond us.
They're scared to come in here when they see them.
Yeah.
They got to sneak
Hey,
in.
Opie and Anthony, great show yesterday. Sit down.
Monthly cavity search. There he goes. You hear that snap of that latex glove go on Poe's hand?
Oh,
And you know it's time.
Face change,
Yeah,
Anthony.
yeah.
Like you can see something's going on.
Oh
here,
yeah,
man.
he's working.
Oh yeah.
Constantly eyeing for the threat, looking, waiting to make that lightning quick move and rip your throat out.
There's no we know him, huh?
Nope.
Well, all right.
He's that
But I'm
good.
happy that you guys are back. This is my official welcome back.
Thank you, Patrice.
Glad you guys
Good to
back.
see you again.
I didn't realize that
Although
you moved to the morning.
I've seen Patrice several times. They turn on TV. Patrice is there.
I used to be.
No, I saw you on what the hell was that show? That new show.
Remember, I brought up his name when he did that.
Narrated
the guy
by
loved you.
Ronnie Howard there.
Yeah, the guy
Arrested
loved you.
Development.
I tried my best.
I saw you on there. You were the background convict guy.
Yeah, first of all, fellas, you know my career has taken a complete and utter halt.
Not at all. You're blowing up, bro.
I got some things in the works.
Things in the works.
Stop, first of all, stop talking like your whole career exploded. Classic cable. You are.
First of all,
He's wearing a Comedy Central blouse. You didn't see this?
Yeah, he's got a tough crowd.
first of all, don't talk about clothing. You lonely man. Okay, you went from what are you wearing? Boston? Look at that. Look at that.
Are you insane? A Patriots
He's
jersey.
from. He's
Hey,
from
was
there.
that was
Oh,
that
that's right. You are.
Boss?
What?
Was that tough crowd sweatshirt hanging next to your Hello Larry and Super Train t-shirts in your closet?
Oh, here, come on, all come at me. I'll take it right now.
I just,
don't-
fellas, let's all pray. I can't wait till Bonnie dumps him.
Yeah, so I can be as lonely as you and fly to
Yes,
Brazil.
so you can go shopping for dildos with me. Go to Brazil.
That's what you're just lonely. And
Yes. I admit it.
we were lonely together.
It is bad when you're pals.
One night I was dropping Patrice off at his house, and we pulled in front of his house, and we looked at each other and we go, we have absolutely nothing going on in our careers. We have no girls, and we're lonely.
I didn't say
right?
you. No, I didn't say that. You see,
I kind of did, but he agreed. But
you know he's
I
finished, right?
I'm finished? Why am I finished?
You know, Bonnie, I just can't wait till he comes in the position. Like a girl that just found out he ain't your daddy in the back crying like a bitch. I can't wait.
Yeah, 'cause
It is gonna
you
break
know
his
she's
heart.
gonna dump you. She's
gonna
a
break
winner.
your heart.
You're 57 years old, boss. Bonnie's still tight.
What you're talking? You got a roommate. Listen.
So what?
Okay,
You just bought a. You just your credit just got fixed at 62. You're nobody. He's in love, so he thinks he's a somebody. I'm not lonely. You and your open mic love. That's what it's.
You better stop stirring your coffee and fight back.
I
You're
can't.
losing,
And listen,
man.
here's
That's
the
what I'm
thing.
saying.
Right.
He's got me in the corner, but he's got me, so I got to take the punches.
All right, well,
But,
listen.
you know, here's the thing. See, I'm happy now. I'm happy. Go into the food. There, go cover the pain. Here's the thing. Go cover the pain. He takes a bite. There he goes.
I thought Opie didn't want me to talk.
I
He
didn't
shut my
touch
mic
it.
off. He has changed, Patrice.
I didn't touch the mic.
I'm here talking. I'm throwing out probably some of the funniest stuff of my career.
Yeah.
And the mic
I'm
is
gonna tell you,
Dude, I did not
Anthony,
touch that mic.
It's gonna take 2 years for him to get out the "I'll show you guys" stage. He's at that stage. I'll show you guys. Watch this.
I've been humbled. Trust me, I've been humbled. It's gonna take some time to get back where I was.
Oh my God.
But the boss is in for a heartbreak.
oh, I can't wait.
It's like anything. You take that chance. You know, we're having a good time. You know, like what
Barry
do you,
Williams.
listen, huh?
A couple things, but go ahead.
I mean, you went out on a swim for sex.
Do you really? Who? Norton, I think, brought that up. You have a sex swing? What happened to you? You went down to Brazil and you lost your mind.
Calm down, he's killing me.
It's. Can I explain something?
See, I told you I'd come back.
Can I explain something about that sex swing and all that?
Is that a tear?
Yeah. Jeez. I realized. Can I just say I realized something about myself and about sexuality?
Yes.
I delve deep into sexual deviance, deeper and deeper, right? I stopped, and you know what it was causing? This serious moment. Condoms, because it's very hard to keep it up. The condoms on for me, and I realized that I had to go deeper and deeper into this visual dirtbaggishness to keep it up.
Oh, with
a condom on. So I went raw for the first time in a long time. Like month ago, and I had regular sex for the first time in a long time. So I've stopped some of this stuff. Some of it.
You're back to appreciating normal.
I'm back to normal
sex.
But the girls that I have brought down with me and still around no longer do regular sex. So now I'm stuck in this world of
Did you
dildos
corrupt
and-
them or something?
I corrupted.
You
They
did?
don't- They come over, they set the swing up themselves,
Get out.
sit in it.
When you're swinging, like it's kind of like you feel like you're having sex in a tree or something, like you swing
Like a monkey?
into it.
Oh,
I didn't
boy,
say it
Bonnie,
like that.
stop it, boss.
That
That is
brutal.
very
I'm telling you,
underhanded,
you know what it is? He gives all his funniness that he would have had to her.
It's like a life tap. Just grabbing any bit of boss that has
He
any
headlines
shine
and then he
to it.
brings her on after him.
But it all started with Brazil. You went down there one time and you just lost your mind. Norton's been telling all the Patrice stories for the last 4 months.
I don't understand how do you what it is there's a bunch of us that go down.
I know. He
But
talks about how you guys all sit around with hard-ons because you're all on Viagra and waiting to
I'm
go
not on. I could
upstairs.
die of a heart attack on Viagra. Norton is sweating like a dirty little stretch doll with his robe. And it's really, and he's packing like a monster would for like a wormy kid. Man. So it's a strange thing.
We've all seen it.
Yeah.
I saw it once. I was like, Jesus.
Kind of.
Are you still you in a relationship?
Thanks for bringing it up.
No, it's over. I've been trying to get him to come, man. It'll change your lives. But it's not what you think. It's not just.
But honestly, we have discussed this openly on the show. I don't get the hooker thing, and I'm not playing a game. I never got into it. I never got into the hookers, and I never really got into the lap dancing. Because with me, I need to feel like the girl actually wants me. And when I just know they're doing it for money or for whatever reason, I'm so out of the game. Are they still hot to look at and all that? Of course, as a human being, visually, I'm like, wow, that's hot. But as far as doing anything, I'm like, no, man, I need someone to kind of want me.
At the time when I was explaining it, you always hear me explain it to you. I would explain it to you first. It's not about the hookers out there. They will make you feel like that. You are buying that. You are buying that.
You're going to buy into that.
No way.
Norton
telling
almost
you.
had a girlfriend from it. Remember that?
He fell in love. Norton got dumped by a prostitute.
He got dumped by a prostitute.
Norton was dumped by a prostitute.
Oh, man. Wow.
He gets his feelings hurt out there.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You'll meet somebody like
Just
me.
reading notes. No, we got Don Imus calling us today for some reason. Actually, we called. Wow. Okay. We just looked up at the TV and we saw Imus in a really bad pink shirt. So I told Ben, hey, why don't you call our friend Imus? So now he's gonna call the show. Be cool. All right, go ahead. So you went down to Brazil, and did you think it was gonna be a one-time thing? But now you're kind of hooked on the whole Brazil thing, right?
Yeah.
And
so
so
isn't Norton.
It's almost
So
like a
isn't Norton.
relationship.
And so isn't others.
Dude, we know, I don't know, I would have to say close to a dozen people that I've seen in comedy clubs and here and there that now go. You guys are dragging new people in all the time.
It's the best. It's the best. First of all, let's get it straight. It's dangerous out there. It's really dangerous.
Sure.
In terms of, violence and in terms of there's a whole bunch of homeless master pose walking around Brazil for no reason at all, asking you for money. And the girls are just dangerous. But they make you feel a certain way. You should go just, you know what it is? It's just to make you understand what a winner you are here. You don't put up back here. Wait a minute. I'm the winner. When you go out, you feel.
They make you feel like that.
Because you buy, if you can't find it free here, not the cooch, no one needs to buy. There's all kind of dirtbags walking around.
He points out the window.
Yeah, a bunch of losers. There's a lot of losers. I've seen myself naked. Look at her. Her goddamn G-string is up over by her neck. She's a mess.
Who are those
Rather
girls?
There's a lot of girls who
call
sleep
such a
with me
place
for
home.
free. And I look at myself naked and I go, why? And then that makes me not like them more because I go, why would you sleep with me? I would never give you
God
one.
damn.
So it's already a problem.
Yeah.
But you go out there, man, and those girls, because the fact that it takes the pressure off the sex, the pressure of the hunt, the pressure of whatever. That's why guys get girlfriends here. Because they don't want to deal with all of the nonsense of getting a girl. You go there and you know you can have this gorgeous girl. So you really interact very well with them, man. It's a sincere thing.
Right.
I learned how to speak Portuguese. It's fantastic.
Get
I
outta here.
barely speak English. I'm learning how to speak Portuguese.
How many times a year you go down now? Oh, that's it? I thought it was more.
How about those
I've
little
heard
kids, too?
Twice is a lot, right?
They teach kids to be prostitutes almost at like.
Oh,
6.
Jesus, stop it with your
What?
I'm a good guy now, boss.
I'm trying to.
Why are you guys letting him do this, man? Have I missed out this much, man? What happened? What
Yeah,
happened?
we've been off for a while. It's kind of hard to get back into the
Why are
swing.
you allowing him to do this, man? Because he got this little phony relationship that's coming to a complete halt. I'm going to be there to catch you when you're curled up.
So what about the AIDS in Brazil? You worried about the AIDS and all that?
Yeah, I'm worried about the AIDS on 125th Street. I'm worried about the AIDS in the studio.
Absolutely. With some of the people you brought down, did you bring them down here for any specific reason? Or?
I guess they heard, I don't know. I just came down to show the guy because I know Norton talked about it, but I'm getting tired of hearing I'm the only dirtbag in the whole.
No, you know what it is with Jimmy? No, here it is with Jimmy. He likes to commiserate with other people. It's like any other addict. You know, they like seeing other people doing the heroin, drinking, you know, and with him, he's such a degenerate. He's such a sexual, just a complete dirtbag that he loves seeing anyone else even kind of getting tied up in the whole thing. So he looks at you, you go down there, you find something you really enjoy, you bring some toys with you, all of a sudden, oh, that Patrice, he's sick. He's a disturbed, sick individual. Yeah, drop another log on my face, honey. Yeah, oh, Patrice, he's out of his mind.
Norton gay? If you mess with a transsexual,
right?
Aren't you gay?
Not really.
I would
Only
think
half.
if you're with a tranny,
There's got to be some kind of...
there's something going on there.
You're
It's
gay,
still,
right?
it's still a guy. It's a man.
If you don't make out, okay, right there, you're not getting.
Look at these rules he has.
Or if
gotta
you
have
don't,
some rules.
well, Norton says if you don't push back, you're not getting pushed
Back.
Norton's a sissy.
A sissy.
Norton was. It's
not fair. He's not here to defend.
And he wasn't. It's
I
not
don't
like
know.
He was blowing a baby in a transfer thing, blew him, and he didn't know it was an accident. You know, because some of them look good, and you know.
He said he put his hand on her back, and as he's rubbing her back, he noticed it was a very wide, strong back. But he let him finish, and then said he had to wash off man breath.
Now let me
Off
ask
of
you, is
himself.
it worse for your career to say you're gay or say somebody takes a dump on you?
That's a good point.
We're still
Like,
figuring
if
that
taking
out.
a dump on your chest doesn't destroy your career, being gay is?
I think if you had to choose between the two, you still have to go with the dump on the chest.
I think it's all geographic.
Why you think gay ruins your career?
I think it depends on where
Gay
you're
helps
from.
you. Gay helps you.
Unless you're Ellen DeGeneres.
You're in Hollywood.
Depends on where you are.
Yeah.
How many breaks we have left?
All right, we'll just try to keep. We'll just keep going. Well, you brought the sex toys in, and are these girls gonna?
Well, if they don't do nothing, we look at.
I'm just curious to see these things because Norton is to the.
I've heard they're finally
He's got
cracked.
2 cases like
Yeah, I got 2
CIA.
cases. I
He
tell
looks
you
like,
that.
he looks like he's carrying the
You
bomb.
go down.
there.
You go down to Brazil with these things.
Yeah. Look, I want to engage in evil every day that I'm there. I can't take that Viagra, man. That stuff will kill you.
Yeah.
So I just
Why? What do you mean
engage
it'll
in.
kill you?
So to get
with
the
your heart.
so
With your heart.
all right. So to get the good rods, you have to go down this path, right? The regular sex to use like whatever. You need some craziness involved.
Yeah.
All right.
A little weirdness for visual. So you taking these toys and using them on chicks gives you that visual thing.
Yeah, some of them. You know, that's why I have to ask.
All right. Well, get the case.
Yeah, I would love to see.
Anthony, really fast. You want to read this? We told you guys. Patrice, we'll get back to you one second. But we have so much crap going on here today. We told you guys Hot 97, the tsunami song, that we finally get dragged into this whole mess.
Yeah.
And we got an update from Inside Radio.
Inside Radio reporting there's an Opie and Anthony connection to the Hot 97 Tsunami Song Mess.
And that's the headline. Opie and Anthony connection.
The producer of Miss Jones's show on Hot 97 is Rick Delgado, who produced Opie and Anthony's show for WNEW until the infamous Sex in St. Pat's stunt. Now Delgado, Miss Jones, and the rest of the Hot 97's morning crew are on indefinite suspension for airing the We Are the World parody that uses racial terms against Asians. We're not saying that Rick's responsible for what happened in either controversy, but he probably feels he's been at ground zero 2 times too many. And then they go into, meanwhile, McDonald's pulled its ads off in Hot 97, followed by tax prep firm Jackson Hewitt. And Sprint, also an online petition, demands that Emmis fire the entire morning show, has now gathered over 30,000 signatures. And there's that demonstration at Hot 97's Hudson Street Studios this morning at 11 o'clock. Emmis faces some tough choices if the noise level doesn't diminish soon. So Rick and us getting
there you go. So
tied into the whole thing.
That's the latest, but we said they would drag our names into it somehow. And we have nothing to do with that.
No, nothing.
Rick moved.
Oh, is that the worst?
Rick moved on from our show, and he was producing this morning show, and we think he wrote the song, but we have nothing to do with it.
Tree right through her head.
You
were?
That was supposed to be my job.
How's your singing voice? Have you been able to?
I would have said no, but that's why I didn't do it. You got to raise your hand and talk and everything.
It's the worst. I want
Yeah, Miss Jones was like blah 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 blah, and then you got to go. And then Rick came in there when I did it. I'm like, Rick, do you
Raise
even
your
know
hand.
me?
Yeah, he forgot you too, right? You have to raise your hand.
No bullshit.
Dude, we have a messed up show. It's like just everyone talk. We don't care. Talk at the same time. No one gets like credit here. We all just have fun. It's all about having fun. No egos or any of that crap.
That's why I love you guys.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna go out of my character and really kiss your ass.
Your mouth is full of food.
I know.
You let
People be funny.
comics talk for.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, you can't have more fun on anything else than this.
Yep.
Okay, is that good enough?
That's very good. Yes,
Because there's a lot of people that have egos and they're self-conscious and stuff, and they at the end of the day have to be the funniest person on their radio show. And Anthony and I figured out a long time ago. You know, Patrice is killing today, Voss is killing today. When I go talk to my people after today, they're gonna all say, "Wow, you guys were really funny today." No, well maybe we were a little bit, but you killed today. Still get the credit. We're having a funny show.
And Anthony was
raising my hand.
Oh,
nice visual.
dude.
that is
Raise
the
your
word.
hand.
When I came in there, I knew her. And I came in there, and she sort of treated me like Opie treated me today. So when I came in,
Just distracted. We're gonna do an interview, and
I was sitting in this chair. I went to sit there, and she came in and goes, "That's somebody else." I go, "Hey, baby!"
Hey, baby.
Niggas right at me. Like, okay, I'm good. So they were trying to treat me like a kid.
Oh. How do you work in that environment? How do you have any fun? Yeah.
Wow. Well, we don't know what's gonna happen. We thought they were gone.
Screaming chinks. What?
We thought they were gonna fire him, but it looks like they're gonna. I don't know. I think they were gonna try to ride the storm.
I think they'll fire.
Friday's always the fire day.
What's that?
What is indefinite suspension? What's that code? Is that code for fired or code for
Code
gonna
for
let it
fired.
go off?
Indefinite suspension is code for they're already fired. We just have to figure out what to do with their contract, who we're putting in here. That they're done.
And there is no trace of them on the website.
On the website, yeah.
Right.
Oh, they're gone off the website. That's a biggie. And McDonald's pulls their ads. That tax firm pulled their ads. Sprint Telephone pulled their ads. And they pulled their ads for an indefinite period of time until they said big changes are made over there.
Right.
They want them fired.
Sponsors definitely control radio programs. A lot of people talk about the FCC. It's like, well, yeah, got to worry about that a little bit in fines, but you got to worry about the big sponsors.
When these
sponsors,
people, these
a lot more.
These Asians ran to McDonald's and said, "Look what you're advertising
Shame
on."
the warden won't
get off of there.
Oh my God! And people don't listen to Asians. They're not
No.
like the top getting you fired.
No, getting people riled. Black
Jews,
people are the
blacks,
best.
and then Latinos. I would
Blacks
put
are
that
better
in.
than Jews. Blacks
getting
are
people
better
fired?
than Jews.
Yeah.
At
No, because the Jews fire you.
At raising a ruckus. At raising a ruckus.
Blacks don't get you fired.
I think if you make a racial epithet or a racial comment, a derogatory racial comment on TV or radio, and it's against blacks or Jews, blacks will get you in trouble faster than Jews will.
But blacks don't get you fired. Black people go, okay, well,
Blacks
sorry.
complain to the people that own the companies, which are the Jews, and then the Jews fight.
I can't argue with that. I mean, you know more than me on that, but I just never felt like we
I
get
think
people
Jews
fired.
take it a little easier. They're like, you know,
Jews are more passive.
oy, you know.
And Wasp heard about this thing. This is the thing. Chinese people, and then all the O'Reillys and the,
Right.
and the Hannity
They
Holmes,
don't
they
have
start
it.
talking.
O'Reilly's such a hypocrite.
Riley's an ass.
He really is.
I bought some of these dildos from
Yeah,
O'Reilly.
exactly.
He loves
exactly.
it. Now, these things,
Say has to love you.
these dildos, you just open this thing up like James Bond.
I know.
A suitcase of stuff you gave
Dude,
him.
he's got he's got suitcases with combination locks on it.
Yeah.
Put that into something that's
The Arab security guard downstairs winked at me and said, "Is this going down now?"
All right, partner. I got you.
One glass, one
Because it's
eclipse.
safer.
And where do you get glass dildos from?
Glass dildo shop. Glass dildos are up. I have thousands of dollars. I really did go and I can't argue the loneliness, man.
Yeah. Well, I know.
This looks like the missing scene from Pulp Fiction when Marcellus Wallace opens the briefcase up. Patrice sitting there next to the glowing dildos.
Somebody should read off some Bible terms to me. And then shoot me for this.
Finally.
And you will know when my glass dildo goes inside you that I am the Lord. When I lay my dildo upon thee.
Maybe the dildo's the shepherd. And I'm the righteous man. And you're snatched.
And the thing is, I don't corrupted, you corrupt a few girls, they love it. Yeah. They trust me that when I bring weirder and weirder stuff, they had trusted me from the weird stuff before.
Ooh,
so they're like, I got nipple thing, the nipple on and suck the nipple in, which I don't get, but
They're in. Wow, that is odd. The boss is holding it, but with his sleeve because he doesn't want to touch it.
Yeah, okay, come on.
How do you clean those? Do you boil them?
Yeah,
it looks like a popsicle stick.
Look at this in here to try.
But you clean them well. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they glass.
Are you scared this will chip off into
Yeah, bring the pirates. He's not beating them with it. What the hell's on the other?
Look at that. How do you follow that?
You don't. Like he said, it's like, the thing he just said is always in context, right? The dude just said he doesn't bother comics because he's going to end up getting credit for the situation. This, I get credit for their orgasm. This is not, I'm not following this. She's attaching me to
the whole process.
Yeah, the process. You can't follow it.
Do you name these things? There's all sorts of different sizes. We got to explain because it's radio. A lot of all different sizes of glass dildo, different colors.
This one by
the
far.
Mac Daddy.
With the handle. This one by far is
favorite.
Is top. This is my headliner.
All right, that's the headliner. Which one's your boss?
This is the boss, believe it or not. That is, yeah. That gets booed.
Satisfied.
Yeah, that gets booed all the time. This one spits on itself.
That one's good at bringing up the other one.
This one, the other place.
Other one, right.
This is the headliner for other places.
Wow, you put that one in the back door, huh?
Enjoy it.
And that one with the handle. Now that's ribbed all the way down, right?
Oh, that is.
Do you open up the briefcase and then let the lady take the
You
weapon of
don't
choice?
ever give women a choice of sex, dude.
No?
You
make the
trick.
decision.
Yeah, you don't give them you don't let them go. You just go, shh.
Kamo. And what's with Kamo? No one was telling us about Kamo.
We know more about you than you do.
Hey, wait, here's how awful it is. This is how everybody gets strung out. I go back and with all my stuff, and I took up one girl every time with me when we went because you don't do it in the street. You go to like a little place, you know. And we took up one girl, and I took one girl all the time with other girls, and she loved it so much she was saying "Kamo" to the other girls. So she was she was my Bonnie and Clyde. But she was going shh. Kamo, but she was speaking Portuguese. Kamo, relaxo to the other girl.
Now you do this. You rub the belly.
You gotta make them feel comfortable, man.
Tell them to calm down a little bit.
Calm down, to chill out, because it's kind of strange.
Because was she getting nervous?
The son, death is welcomed with open arms.
You know,
Did you
guys
end
coming in
Bruce's
and
suffering out of avarice or mercy?
That's why I bring them, because I want to engage in evil every day.
Right.
But I can't even, because the AIDS thing, you can't sleep with them all the time. So I bring these down. And
I'll need to be more live.
We have fun. And
bring a big suitcase of AIDS back home. That's nice. I like that. The biohazard.
I know.
These are so clean, man.
It came with Justin Hoffman.
I don't use, and this is the show pieces. There's some at home that these are the show pieces. There's some at home that I can't betray my darlings that allow me to do that I keep for them. They
Right,
have
just
their
special
little
for them.
place.
You have given us a lot of thought,
So
man.
you'll fly 15 hours to Brazil. You'll take your dildos, you'll ram it in some girl, you won't fuck her, and then you'll get back on a plane and come home. That's problems, man. That's when you just need help. You don't gotta fly.
Patrice, do they open?
He's trying so hard to make
it's not
something of that.
I know.
You know why? Because he's an old, useless man. Let's be honest.
Okay, so one.
And he's Jewish.
What?
He can't be packing. I
No,
think.
Oh no! Now you're gonna make him pull out a photo.
Of what?
He's got a Polaroid of his.
Let me tell you something.
Johnson on
Can I give you guys some advice here
Sure.
on what this publicity stunt he's about to do?
Yeah.
I send
He's a
photos
prop
of
comic
mine
So,
on the camera.
Yeah.
With certain angles, dude, I'm packing a monster.
That's true.
So if he pulls out a picture of his penis and it's like Diesel, you know, then it's a publicity
He
stunt.
photographed it in front of a blue screen and sent it to Spielberg to work on.
But can I tell them a story?
Put a building behind this.
Okay.
Hold on, really fast, because have you ever had to open up these briefcases at security at the airport?
Yeah, they get checked out, but I put them in there.
Right.
And then I go through security.
What kind of looks? What do they say to
I
you?
laugh my ass off. And when the girl puts the gloves on,
Yeah.
I go, aha. And they say, what are you doing with these, sir? I say, look at him.
Look at him. What do
I'm
you
going to
think?
Brazil. What you going to do? I'm going to buy my baby a house.
Oh my God!
Oh, the other joint?
That is funny.
Why did we keep him out of the studio so long?
Now he's got
Jesus.
another
I've
briefcase.
travelled inland.
This is...
All right, so that's the glass dildos. What's?
This is
Oh
the-
my God!
Oh wow! Oh my God!
These are the...
Dude, you
What
got,
the
you
hell?
got ropes and
Yeah,
whips.
yeah.
Rubber ones. He's got electric devices.
That's a clit sucker. This is a portable vibrator. This one
Look
has a
at
holster.
this briefcase, and they're metal briefcases.
This one is when I'm feeling lazy.
That's like a tongue on a battery.
A vibrating tongue.
This here.
You got to explain
Spiked
that a little
collars.
bit. Spiked collars. Other.
This one here.
It's a whole briefcase
Is
filled.
this is when you meet a real trooper.
Is that how you make pancakes?
This is the George Foreman vibrator.
The hell is that?
When I use it, believe me, all my sons, George, and George, get all their women off with the new George Foreman, the fat grilling, pussy drilling machine.
This one's good too. This one's a good one.
Yeah.
This is
It's a magic wand looking thing.
Yeah, it's like
That's the violator, right?
This one this is for true animals.
So is that for the front or the back? That big one.
It could be either or. And I got one that looks exactly like a blender I didn't bring, but it has two heads, one for the back, one for the front.
It looks like a Braun hand blender with a tennis ball at the end of it. It's pretty much what that
well,
looks
it's
like.
called the Magic Wand. I don't want to plug it, but it's the greatest.
Dude, you do have problems, man.
He's got studded
I was with
collars,
you until you opened up the second briefcase.
I know, man. I know, dude.
There's a garret in there. What is that? What is that red rope?
Oh,
what do you
this
use
one.
that for?
This is the creep. No one likes this. But you.
What is that? A dental instrument?
No. What you do?
It's a Olivier. It's Olivier.
Is it safe?
It's like it's a cookie cutter.
It's a cookie cutter, but
It looks like a spur on a stick.
what happens is
What do you do with that?
when you it's games. It's sex games. When you blindfold them and put the when you put the cuffs and stuff on. This is not good.
No.
So,
Dude, did you have a nervous breakdown since we got fired?
yes, I told you.
You used to come in and just tell a couple jokes.
Nervous breakdown.
As he's telling you this, he's gonna start crying.
Dude, I'm trying to go with it, but it's
getting weird.
I'm trying to go with it, but it's getting deeper and deeper. I'm like,
Okay,
you used to
Opie.
come in and just roast us, and now
But I brought this because Norton was informing you of how
Right.
evil it was. I wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. I'm not plugging these. I'm just saying.
I understand.
Let me explain
sure.
the cookie cutter, Opie.
Yeah. What do you do with
I'm
that?
willing to listen.
Listen, man, to the cookie cutter.
All right.
It's when you blindfold. It's for games. So
Right.
what you do is when you blindfold them, they can't see, and you just place it somewhere. It's a sensation, dude.
And you gently roll it over
yeah,
their
you
body.
just gently roll it. There you go. Yes.
Would you push hard enough?
No,
to...
you roll up the nips, and you don't push hard.
You got
Yeah.
a box cutter too?
It's the girls who dig it, man. It's like
Try it on one of the girls.
Well,
You will?
Yeah.
Do you have a blindfold for this lady?
You gotta take your shirt off to do it.
Yeah, what's her name? What's your name? Jen. Cute blonde.
You roll it.
Sort of.
What she has to be blindfolded the whole thing.
Right.
No. And when you roll it up, look, you roll it. This is what. But see, if we was. Okay.
It's like a kid in a candy store.
Jeez, they're trying to batten down the hatches in here. Look, they're trying to get the shades down. It ain't working.
We're not doing that. But let me tell you something.
Let's put the shades down so the rest of the office doesn't see what we're doing. But let CBS continue rolling film.
There's a network camera rolling.
But let's worry about the two idiot freaking coworkers.
It's just look, man. This is useless when they can see.
Yeah.
Right.
It's because it's like a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's you meet a lot of old, but these girls are young too, man. It's like
Where's the blindfold for the blonde girl?
No, wait, no.
No?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
This briefcase here with the glass dildos.
Yeah.
I don't know, because it's got to have like a warm sensation. And
Well,
that warm
you
lube,
warm
it
them
just
up,
doesn't
don't
do
you?
it.
This is what I'm saying. This is
Patrice
why.
will have an answer for that too. I guarantee.
Yeah, it's just like Como is the answer.
Como.
It's cold.
That briefcase right there is the reason why I don't date black guys.
Not me.
Yeah, because you always see black guys walking around with metal briefcases.
They don't need it.
Glass dildos.
Why are you bringing whores with personalities? Why not just kill them?
Just shut up and be whores.
Make a song parody about throwing these bitches out of here. If they not.
Hey, why do you lie? Tell the truth that you don't date black guys because you get along with your father. That's nothing to do with this.
No, they're scary. Black guys are scary. That is scary. Look at that. Look at that.
Scary. That is not
Did
scary.
you autograph
With a
that
skid
one?
mark.
Is that graffiti on that thing? What is that?
It was pressed down on the
okay.
leather, so, but it's all good. Look at Anthony's. He's getting turned. Look
No, I'm frightened. That is something.
Something definitely happened to you
a
during our
nervous
time off.
breakdown. It was man.
I like
What
the
else
fact
is in
that
there?
he needs two briefcases.
But this is why I'm here this morning, because I was like, Jesus, Bob was here, and I'm like, man, what am I doing? I'm just delving into. They had two suitcases, and I had them out in full view when girls would come over, and I wouldn't even care about the horrifying look. I go, look, this is what I do.
Here's what I do.
Yeah.
Do you sell this stuff on the street?
I'm gonna tell them to start selling it, man, because this is very expensive, dude. I gotta.
What does one go for? What does one go for?
Screw the
$350.
$350.
$250. $350.
Wow.
The little ones be $190.
What else is in the other one? I mean, this is the scary briefcase. You got
What's the red rope? What's the red rope?
Yeah, the red
for,
rope.
Patrice?
The nylon red rope.
Hanging on the back of the suitcase.
Right there.
Oh, that's
just to tie up, obviously, but tie the hands.
It's the whole.
That's scary.
The cuffs and
the cookie cutter.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, a prop.
This is it's all regular
Smack
when you're
that
into
ass.
it. Just seeing it like this is.
Smack her ass with that.
Just seeing it.
A little harder. Oh wow. What about on bare ass? Pull them pants down. Pull them pants.